Hello and welcome to AC Milan, Being in the Best, episode 16, and today we are in the 2022/2023 season. AC Milan now on 8 Champions League trophies, trailing Madrid's 13. Still quite a lot of work to do. Got to be winning that trophy quite consistently to be able to beat the best. I've already signed one player who's a free agent, Mariano Alzarugai, another goalkeeper. We don't need more goalkeepers, I do know this, but we've got another goalkeeper because he was good and young. And we're going to send him out on loan as soon as possible, but he's probably going to be knocking about our reserves until then. In terms of our actual squad, though, I've identified some key weaknesses and key places where we need to be strengthening. For now, goalkeeper is perfectly fine. We've got Donnarumma and we've got the pre-contract sign of Yvonne Mvogo. In centre-back, we've brought in Manuel Akanji as a pre-contract signing, so that has strengthened that position to no end. We've also got Luis Felipe, Gianluca Mancini and Alessio Romagnoli. I think there's questions raised over Ricardo Rodriguez, so I'm thinking to raise an extra potentially 15 million. He plays I'm sort of looking at. I'm not sure which one I'm going to sign yet, but I think we could get like a proper star in if we were to sell Ricardo Rodriguez. The rest of the young players are going out on loan, apart from Leo Duarte, who's also been sold, and get 15 million out of him as well, hopefully. Our transfer budget, which I am going to just show you now, is a ridiculous amount of money. So if we get just that 30 million that I've just been talking about there, on top of that, we're going to be touching close to 200 million, and with the other sales that are going to go through, we're going to have over 200 million pounds to spend, 200 million euros to spend. How do we spend it is the question. And what I think we need to be doing is getting some good first-team players that are going to be able to keep us strong and keep us winning these titles. Last season, we got quite lucky in a lot of ways. We can get rid of Bigley because Tonali and Zobrin have got this position completely covered. And if we're low in depth, then players like Frank-Yannick Kessié can drop back there. And I'm looking to sign another player in the midfield, in the centre midfield roles, but only one this season, just one more. On the left wing, Diego Lexal is going to leave us. He's played well for us for a good few seasons. But now is a good time to cash in on him just before he declines. He's going to be worth probably the most he's ever going to be worth to us or to any other club. But he's not really in our plans anymore. In the left centre midfield role, I think we're completely covered. We've got Golovin, we've got Paqueta, and we've got Zaniolo. And Zaniolo, I think because we're so strong in that position and he wasn't getting as much game time as he deserved, we're going to just have Paqueta, who didn't get much game time, and Golovin playing that position. Golovin is number 1, Paqueta is number 2, and Zaniolo is going to be moving up, playing the centre attacking midfield role. When I first signed Zaniolo, he didn't really have the pace or the stamina to play that sort of position. And his stamina is still a little bit lacking, but his pace is definitely there now. But we've also signed another player in his position, his new position, Milo Rashica, so he's going to be perhaps the number 1 for most of the season. But it's going to be quite a close race between him and Zaniolo to see who plays there for the majority of that. In the right centre midfield role, we have Frank-Yannick Kessié as the main one. We've also got Benacer and Nandez, and I'm definitely going to get rid of Nandez, and maybe even Benacer. In terms of the right wing, we're still looking at Memphis Depay as the main one there. Ante Rebic is a bit of a utility player. I'm going to keep Ante Rebic around as a utility player, I think, because it's just a fixture at this club. He's got to stay, to be honest. But on the right wing, I think we need to get a second player that plays behind Memphis Depay in the lineup. So if Memphis Depay is tired or injured, we need another player there, and I've got my eyes on a specific player to get that role. In terms of the main striker role, Andre Silva's got to be going. And I think either Edouard or Leo might have to be going. I don't think we've got enough room for both of them. Maybe I send one out on loan. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to buy some of my biggest targets in this transfer window. The first player I want to really sign is a right winger called Crepin Diatte. He's currently at Newcastle. He's a Senegalese player. He's 23 years old. And I think he's still got quite a bit of growing to do. He's going to play in the same role as Memphis Depay, but he's going to be playing a bit less as a rotation player in the cup games, in games where Memphis is tired or where we're resting him to play the Champions League. I think Diatte is going to be a great player. He's very fast. He's got the work rates to deal with all what we want him to do with. He's got a good weak foot, so he can play on either side if we need him to. Not that I think we particularly will do. And if you compare a defensive stat to the other players I've got on this shortlist for whatever reason, he's looking better. He's at 50 when usually you'd see a left or right winger in the 30s or 40s. So I'm going to buy Crepin Diatte. Right, my initial offer. I'm going to go in and be a bit cheeky and go for £45 million. So if we just lower this to 48.5 million. No, 47.5 million. Keep the sell-on clause. I don't really mind it. I think we might be able to bag him. As a fair offer, we've got Crepin Diatte. available for transfer talks. Let's do that right now, so secure the player. Well, we know we've got the funds. I'm going to counter with rotation. I think you could perhaps be cheeky and get that. Yep, he's fine with that. He's absolutely fine. Hey, that's cheaper than I was expecting, actually. I was expecting him to pay him in sort of the 70s or 80s thousands a week. Hey, he's only just accepted it, so that's a good deal I've done there. We have Crepin Diarta in our team. The next player I'm thinking of signing is a centre defensive midfielder, and it's Wilfred Ndidi from Leicester. 88 rated Nigerian player, and he isn't going to be playing centre defensive midfield. We have players there, but he's in fact going to be playing the Kessié role. And the reason I think he should be playing there is I don't think Benacer is good enough, and I don't think Nahita Nandez is really going to be good enough going forwards. Kessié, fantastic player. I want to keep him around pretty much forever. But I think as a number 2 player, he will be better behind a player like this. I'm going to go in with the offer of 60 million. I don't think that's too ridiculous that they'll walk out, but I think they will want more money. Okay, let's counter with quite low down. We're not meeting them in quite in the middle yet. Let's go for 63. They're up to 70 again. Oh dear. Not what I wanted to see at all. 65. Might be getting sick of me here. Okay, 65 they've agreed to. I'm quite happy with that in the end. I have tested trying to sign these players, so I'm going to do the exact amount that he agreed to on my test save, which is £140,000 a week. I'm going to give him 2 million as a shut up and sign this deal bonus, which is probably more than he actually, probably a lot more than he'd actually want. But I need to make sure I get the player and not have him walk away. So that is 2 players signed. We now have Wilfred Ndidi as part of our AC Milan team. So even after making those 2 quite big money signings there, we've still got quite a bit of money left in the bank. It's only, I say only, 40 million, and not quite enough to sign the next player I want to sign. So I'm going to hold off and wait for some of my players to be sold so I can get this next player. I'm not even going to visual submit, I'm going to calendar submit and then just look at my emails afterwards. We lost 2-1 to Ajax, unfortunately. I'm guessing that's probably because we've got so many of our players away on international duty. There's been a transfer offer for Leo Duarte. Happy to negotiate that and try and get 16 million for him. They've taken that. So 15.5 million for Leo Duarte if that goes through. That's a very nice amount of money. Today we've got a match against Dortmund. Hopefully we'll win in the simulation. We drew 1-1. It's looking like we're going to not get through in this competition, in this pre-season. There's 3 players that made it through the preliminary sections of that scout report there. And only 2 have survived. James Hong Chul, he's definitely over 75 potential according to the training things. He has potential of 64 to 96, and he is a South Korean centre forward. And we have Xavier Fornali, an Italian goalkeeper, another bloody goalkeeper. Man United have not reached terms with Leo Duarte, but Atletico Madrid is still in that race, and they are paying more. There's a chance we'll still get rid of him. Real Sociedad game, let's simulate this one as well. Hopefully we get through, and we haven't. We lost 3-1 to Real Sociedad. That is very disappointing. Nahita Nandez has had an offer in 24.7 million from, again, Paris Saint-Germain. They really like taking our players. They're willing to do that, that's fair enough then. Duarte's been sold, that's good news. Nandez has also been sold. Oh, that's good news. So, Leo Duarte, we have got 13 million in transfer budget from that. And Nandez, we've got 22 million from that sale. So Nahita Nandez has gone to Paris Saint-Germain. It's quite a big one, that. Andre Silva, where do you want to go? Newcastle want you. We've already bought a player from Newcastle. Let's do a bit of negotiation with them. To be honest, for Andre Silva, I'd be willing to accept less money. So I'm going to go and not hardball them too much. Do 27,250 just to make sure they accept that with no selling clause. I'm happy for him to go at that. Steve Bruce has agreed. That's 2 agreements we've reached with him this season. Hey, Silva has been sold. Fabio Ruiz has been loaned out, so we should have even more money lurking in our bank accounts now. 23 million has been allocated to our transfer budget after that sale has gone through. So we've got 90 million to sign this player, and I think we'll be able to get him, you know. Player I'm looking at signing is a centre-back. He's currently at Chelsea in this game. He's a Uruguayan player called Jose Maria Jimenez. And I think he's going to be a star for us. 88 overall. He's a little bit slower than I might have liked, but if he plays that centre-back role, I think will do very well there. I'm going to offer you a transfer fee of a flat £60 million for Jose Maria Jimenez. Do you accept? Oh, straight away he accepts 60 million. Wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a bit of a push and shove there. Oh, he's just come out and said what he wants. He should sign for this. This is less than I was expecting to pay for him, especially given that his current wages are more than this. So £120,000 a week. And he's accepted that, €120,000 per week. So we now have Jose Maria Jimenez. So in terms of overall, our current strongest 11 looks something a bit like this. We have Donnarumma, Romagnoli, Jimenez, Akanji, Tonali, Golovin and Didi in that centre there. We have Cucurella and Depay on the wing with Rashica in behind Luka Jovic. Transfer offer for Ricardo Rodriguez from West Ham United. I'm going to accept 15.7. There's no point arguing a few 100,000 and possibly having the deal fall through. Ricardo Rodriguez has been sold. And we're meant to stay, really. He's been with us for a long time now, Ricardo Rodriguez. So, sad to see him go, but I think it was time to let him move on. I've now got enough money for one of my other signings, who is a winger. He's not a player that's going to be playing anytime soon, but he is a player that might be able to play for us long term, and that is Rafik Abdallah from Hellas Verona. Worth 28 million, might be able to get him a little bit cheaper, but at this point, there's not too many people I'm left wanting to sign, so I'm happy to just sort of dive in for him and see what I can do. Straight away, they said that's fine. Got it about on the ball then, so 41 I'm happy to accept. So we now have that player. I'm also going to simulate through the Supercoppa Italia and the UEFA Super Cup. Interesting to see that another Italian club won the Europa League. I forgot to check that. I think I'm going to send potentially Rafael Leao. And I'm going to send Ismail Benacer out on loan. No, not transfer. Oh, bloody hell. Anyway, sim match between us and Juve in the Supercoppa Italia. Let's see what happens here. We've got a very, very good team out here. Most of the signings are playing, apart from Mvogo, who was obviously pre-contract, but he's on the bench. And Diatta. Juve scored early on, but they haven't got a play sent off, so we should be pushing on and trying to get the win here. Okay, it's going to happen in a minute. We've not got an injury, that's all I really care about in this match. That's the main thing. Dybala scored, it's 2. They've pretty much got this game sorted then. Weird changes that the AI's made for me here, bringing on defenders rather than attackers to try and win this game. But we've lost that 2-0, not that I particularly care. Oh, brilliant! We had 2 players, Jimenez and Akanji, that had European bans. But because we're in the Super Cup, it counts. It counts, and they can have their bans now, and then we'll be fine. It'd be nice to be like the ultimate champion of Europe. I mean, we already are, but Tonali scored. It's like we're going to win it. In the simulation games, there's not really many late goals. Not nearly as many as when you play the actual game, so should be alright. Well, they've just scored, so that's proved me wrong. Come on, can we get the winner? Please don't take it to extra time. Zaniolo scored and won us the game. Thank you, Nicola Zaniolo. We have a trophy in the cabinet already this season. It's the UEFA Super Cup, so it doesn't actually matter, but there you go. 4.5 million for that, very nice. And let's fast forward to the first Serie A game of the season. Hoffenheim want Leo on loan. I'm happy to deal that one though. Welcome today to the San Siro for the first Serie A game of the season. Today, AC Milan host Chievo Verona. Donnarumma is in the net for Milan today with Romagnoli, Jimenez and Akanji, 2 new players there. Tonali, the captain, in the centre defensive midfield role with Cucurella, Golovin, Ndidi, a new signing there, and Depay with Rashica, another new signing in behind Luka Jovic today. AC Milan, the returning champions, have spent big to try and keep their success and keep up the winning ways. European and League champions last season. Can they manage to repeat such a feat again? Tonali nodded on. Jimenez heads away properly. Milo Rashica, what a player there, intercepts that ball, charges with it on his own, runs the length of the field. Can he score here? His initial goal for the club, he's done it! Milo Rashica, what a way to announce yourself on the stage for this club. What a player he's going to be for this club. How do you like that? Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Rashica is nowhere, he's in our third, just about. And he's already going for it here. The Chievo Verona player heads it on, and he's already racing for the ball. And by this point, he knows exactly what he's going to do. He gets it past the player, the defenders are wrong-footed, he's past them, he's got the speed to take it around them, he goes around, he does it all himself, and he scores. Whoa, we've signed a good player there. Sandro Tonali. Wilfred Ndidi. Playing over the top, looking for Luka Jovic, couldn't quite find him. Ndidi does well though, gets it back here, the shot himself, Seculon. Rashica plays it back, Jovic turns on it, shoots, should score, doesn't. Ball played in from Hervin. Nodded on to Luka Jovic. Rashica. Rashica, again, he's done it again, he's got past them all. Might have the legs this time. Maybe, will he? Takes it into the box, he shoots too close to the keeper. Golovin collects. Wilfred Ndidi. Tonali. Golovin turns on it, tries to knock it past the defender. Just about gets enough of a foot in the defender there to stop him. Throw here from Chievo Verona again. Cucurella trying to run on to collect the loose ball, but Chievo do well to control it. Cross comes in. Romagnoli gets beaten in the air. Chievo Verona put a bullet header in that Donnarumma is forced to save. It's out for a corner for the team in yellow, the team from Verona. Headed in. Donnarumma, I think, makes another save, another corner ball. Chievo are putting the pressure on the current champions of the Serie A. Cucurella collects that cross, that corner. They do anything with it here. Needs to be more movement. Akanji collects it. The centre back even carrying it down the wing. He seems to have a bit of pace on him, especially for a player of his position. He needs some support though. Takes it inside. Nobody's coming short. Tries to take it long, looking for Memphis Depay. Depay collects it. Will take that with glee. Crosses it in. Knocked out for a corner by that defender. I'm sorry, but if you need bloody goal line technology there's something wrong. Incredible. Golovin to put this ball in. Can he find Sandro Tonali? No. Indeed, it controls it. Jose Maria Jimenez, the centre defender, blasts it straight at the yellow defenders. Looking like the team at the moment are going to go in 1-0 unless Chievo have anything to say about it in the late stages of this half. Cross comes in, headed out by Akanji. Memphis Depay to Milo Rashica. Getting tired from all his runs this game, this first half. Memphis Depay. Jovic knocks it onto Rashica. Beautiful bit of play by Milan. Can they finish it off? Rashica shoots, can't score. Fights it straight back into play. Rashica perhaps should have had 3 goals this season, this game already. Rashica knocks it past another man. He seems very good on the break and on the turn, but he's making himself very tired by doing it. Go in, 1-0 up to AC Milan. 2 changes for Milan at the half-time whistle. Don't think Verona have made any. We've given the ball straight back to Milan there. Golovin. Cucurella playing it straight to Crepin Diazza. Diazza controls it with his right foot, charges in. Diagonal run, inside, takes it onto his left foot. He shoots from the edge of the box. Sekulon saves. Nodded on by Ndidi. Diazza gets there. Zaniolo. Can he do something with it? Doesn't know how to take it. Playing it out to Diazza. Back to Ndidi. Zaniolo turns on it. He's in the box. No, he isn't. Couldn't quite get the ball off there. So now he gets a foot in. Ndidi. Golovin. Looking now to Zaniolo. Zaniolo takes it around. He has a shot, and it's just deflected past the post by Sekulin. Alexander Golovin. Back to Tonali. Ndidi. Looking for Lukijovic. Chips it in. Lukijovic has a shot. What a goal. What a goal by AC Milan striker there. What a goal. Another dink from Ndidi. Leaves it bouncing perfectly for Jovic to take it while it's still in the air on a bit of a volley. Obviously it's bounced 3 times, but it's still in the air when he struck it. Played in there. This is looking dangerous. This is looking dangerous. I'm sure there was an offside there. No, it's been given. One cut open by the pass that I'm not even sure how it got through to that point. Chievo Verona get a goal. Fumbled pass that gets just past AC Milan defenders. And it's not the clean sheet that we'll be hoping to start with. I think Romagnoli potentially the one to blame for that. Knocked over. Romagnoli to deal with Fabro. I think it was Jimenez actually dealing with that. Romagnoli's there now. Zaniolo looking for Crepin Diazza. He's on the run. This boy has got some pace. Maybe he can beat the defender and do something important here. Gets it inside the defender, crosses it, looking for Lukijovic. Lukijovic buries it home. 3-1. And they're already linking up well, the Senegalese player and Lukijovic. The next breaking play, Abdallah, the young left winger, will be coming on for Marc Cucurella to see if he can make a bit of an impact. Zaniolo, can he do something with it here? He's in the box, he shoots, Sekulin saves. And now Cucurella will come off, bringing on the youth player, Abdallah. Back to Tonali again, up to Nicola Zaniolo. Zaniolo turns and he's in the box, knocks it on to Lukijovic. Lukijovic, can he get his hat-trick? Sekulin saves. He's going to drag it back in the box. Ndidi, on to Golovin. Golovin shoots, blocked. Golovin shoots again, blocked again. He might have been by his own player, or maybe he scuffed the shot, but it's a goal kick nonetheless. At the end of this game, Abdallah knocks it along looking for Diazza. Can't quite find him, and the referee is going to call full time. 3-1 to AC Milan. The Serie A and Champions League winners from last season get off to a winning start in this Serie A campaign. Armini and Leo have been loaned out. So it turns out I've got more money than I thought I had, so I can sign the other player I was hoping to bring in, Theo Hernandez. I don't want to pay too much money for it, but we've got leftover money and I've got no one really to spend it on, if I'm quite honest. I've looked where I think we'll be weakest. And oh my god, they want 50 million for him. They want how much for him? You are joking me. Okay, it doesn't look like we're going to be getting this boy. They want £50 million for him. We're going to have to say no. We're not getting Theo. Oh my god, they want 50 million for Theo Hernandez. Welcome today to the Stadio Olimpico in Rome, where Lazio host the reigning champions, AC Milan. Lazio lineup: Guerreri in the net, Patrick Vavra and Pablo are in the defence though. Alcaraz is in the midfield, Alejo Parejo, Luis Abelta and Navas in the midfield. Correa and Asale complete the lineup. AC Milan today have Donnarumma in the net across the back three, Luis Felipe, Jimenez and Akanji, with Tonali in the holding midfield role. Cucurella, Golovin and Didi and Diaz complete the midfield, with Rashica in behind the main striker today, Luka Jovic. Lazio's gig is off. Didi carries it forward. Where can he go with this? Plays that way to Crepin Diatta. Diatta cuts in, playing in to Rashica. Rashica turns it, he's in the box. He shoots on his left foot. Can't quite find the back of the net. Diatta. Luka Jovic can't quite flick it around into a good shooting position and is tackled quite easily by the Lazio player. Cucurella tries to get a foot in, can't quite manage it. Played inside. Alcaraz. Navas again. Cross comes in. Donnarumma needs to get there. Just about does. Not particularly securely, but his defenders deal with the loose ball. Milo Rashica. Luka Jovic. Looking to Diatta out wide. Diatta is out. He's free. What can he do with it here? He's going to play it across to Milo Rashica. Oh, if Milo Rashica had gone down there, that would have been a surefire penalty. The team's looking like they're going to go in 0-0. Lazio may do something at the end of this half, though. Jimenez does well to tackle. Cleared. Milan perhaps with one more chance here. No, it's going to go in. The team's 0-0, despite chances at both ends that could have gone in. It's been mostly an end-to-end battle, an exciting one, but still a midfield battle. Milan come out the second half unchanged, despite the fact they couldn't make a breakthrough in that first half. Shoot soon, and Didi, Golovin, up to Rashica. Jovic somehow finds his way to him, and it's a bad shot from Luka Jovic. Depay's going to come out in the central attacking midfield role for Rashica on the left centre back. Sorry, in the left centre midfield, Zaniolo is coming on in place of Alexander Golovin. And Wilfred Ndidi, who's not had that big of a real effect in this game, is coming off for Frank Yannick Kessié. Depay backheels it to Luka Jovic. Jovic is in the box, one of his best opportunities so far. Cross it across, and it's fallen to Memphis Depay, and it's still a block by Marusic there. Milan perhaps should have scored there. Loses the ball. Knocked on by Lazio, this is dangerous. Jimenez, the only one blocking Asale. Asale's in the box. Donnarumma does well. Kessié can't get rid of it, just about manages it. Milan's going to feed the ball into the box. Only a few seconds can only remain here, and that's it. It's 0-0 at the Stadio Olimpico. Both sides fought hard. Both sides did phenomenally well in the midfield and the defence. Neither could make a breakthrough in the attack. And now we've not got much time to do many more signings. I don't think we're going to be able to do any till January. I was looking to bring in Theo Hernandez back, but it's not going to be possible now. I'm going to bring in one more player though. The only player that I can really bring in, and it's going to be Demirovic from Bologna. He's a young player, he's only going to cost a few £1 million. Good youth prospect for us. So that player is not going to play for us for a long while, but is the kind of player that we'll keep around in our massive loan market that we've got going. Let's hope some other players leave on loan that I've got on the loan list. Ismail Benitez has been loaned out, which is good to see. It seems that Brescia have sold Ant-Man, so looking for Paul Rudd. He might have no longer at Brescia. But there's a lot of business at Juve. They sold Perrin and Ravanelli, but they brought in Magnan Fernandez. Could that be Bruno Fernandez? And Thibaut Courtois. 204 million spent by AC Milan. Alphonso Davies has gone to Chelsea. De Gea has gone to Madrid, as well as Areola from Paris Saint-Germain. They're signing two goalkeepers. A very interesting move, to say the least. If we look at the group we've been drawn into, there are two tough teams in there. So in the month of September, we are playing Roma, Slavia Prague in the Champions League, Sassuolo, Lisa, Udinese and Manchester United also in the Champions League. We are this season only going to be playing like the top clubs in Italy in actual games. So Juve, Roma, Inter, Napoli, Lazio. I've probably forgot a team, potentially Torino, depending on how they're doing, I reckon. So all these three games, Udinese, Sassuolo and Lecce, are going to be simulated. However, we have a game against Roma today, so let's get ready for that. Welcome today to the San Siro for this Serie A game. It's Milan versus Roma. Milan today have Donnarumma in the net with Luis Felipe Jimenez and Akanji in the defence. Tonali in the holding midfield role today. Across the midfield, Cucurella, Golovin and Didi and Diatta with Rashica in behind the main striker, Luka Jovic. The away side today, Roma have Lopez in the net. Across their back four, they have Jesus, Shah, Milankovic and Florenzi. In the midfield, Cristante and Zonzi. Ahead of them, DePauli, Pellegrini and Kluivert, and in the main striker role is Aspas. And let's get this game underway. Milan kick us off, and we're underway. And Didi has the ball. Passes to Akanji. Milan's midfield collect. Up to Luka Jovic now from Milo Rashica. Back to Rashica in the centre. Rashica shoots, and it's a goal. A mistake from Paul Lopez. Indirectly caused that. And it been picked up by Milan's midfield when I'm not sure Roma's defence were ready. Played pretty quickly up. And a little trade in the ball between Milo Rashica and Luka Jovic puts Milan in the lead. And already in the first 10 minutes, AC Milan are 1-0 ahead over the team from the capital, from Rome. But Akanji tackles him, looking towards Diatta now. Can Diatta keep the ball? He's under pressure here. Jesus falls over. Diatta is in a dangerous position. Cuts it back, plays it to Jovic. Cucurella shoots and Paul Lopez just saves. Diatta maybe could have done better with that, but Milan ended up working a chance for Cucurella. Chucked his foot at it and nearly ended up in the back of the net. DePauli under pressure from Ndidi perhaps, looking to put a ball in. Ndidi pressures in. Donnarumma fists it away. Not really convincingly. Clever has it at the edge of the box. Played in. Oh dear me. Oh dear me. Rome looked like scoring for a few minutes now and it's finally happened. 1-0. Justin Kluivert scores it. The way the game looked. Donnarumma potentially should have done better there, as well as maybe Jimenez could have blocked that ball better. Not long there. Kluivert to roll onto it. Golovin trying to run back there, but seems to be stuck on jogging on the spot there. Kluivert takes it inside. Golovin tackles. Played out to Cucurella. Sandro Tonali now. Playing up to Milo Rashica. Wilfred Ndidi. Ndidi, what can he do with it here? Luka Jovic playing up to Milo Rashica. Rashica is in the box in a dangerous area. Surely it's 2. It's not. But Diatta does make it 2 on the rebound. Good positioning. Good poaching by Diatta. But Rashica really need to find his shooting boots. He's finding all the good positions. In quite a few of the games he's played, he's been in great position to score, but he's scored less goals than he should have done from those positions. Pan Jesus. And it's half time here at the San Siro. Milan 2-1 up. Perhaps should have been more. Ndidi. Milo Rashica. Maybe looking to play it to Luka Jovic. Jovic escapes his markers, takes it onto his... takes it to the inside and has a great shot. Ends up in the back of the net, outside of the foot. As cool as you like. Beautiful from Luka Jovic. Absolutely sent sharp for a burst in there. I have no idea. Paul Lopez couldn't get close. Indeed, he keeps it. Plays it to Milo Rashica. Milo Rashica up to Luka Jovic. Takes it onto his right foot. Paul Lopez can't let him score. Saves it. Indeed, though. Diatta has it now in the box. Plays it in. Looking to Luka Jovic again. Can't quite get Luka Jovic's name out today. Pellegrini. For Cristante. Roma have got multiple men up here. And Iago Aspas puts that in. Easy goal. Milan caught napping once again. I think it didn't help that one of the defenders there was playing men on side. Zaniolo and Mancini coming on for Milo Rashica and Luis Felipe. Just to try and steady the ship a little bit if possible. And also, there was a very tired player in Milo Rashica. And Milan have immediately screwed up here and let Roma get through. The offside was a lucky one for the Milan side there. Zaniolo dribbles just enough to keep the ball. Jovic keeps it, plays inside to Zaniolo. Zaniolo shoots, can't score. Jovic can't score either. Paul Lopez saves Milan. Perhaps should have scored 5 goals today. Diatta in space here, can put a ball in exactly where he wants it to Zaniolo. Zaniolo shoots and he scores against his old club, putting Milan 4-2 ahead. Diatta coming off in the final minutes just to let Memphis Depay have a bit of a stretch of his legs. Golovin puts a ball in, looking for Jimenez. Can't find a header. And Cucurella's coming to contest this ball. Golovin. Cucurella. It's in the inside now. Luka Jovic. Can he get a hat-trick? Can't quite get the shot off. Shaw intercepts. But the referee's going to call it here at 4-2. Milan win a Serie A game at home. For some reason I was thinking that Luka Jovic had got 2, but apparently he's only got 1. I was saying, who's he going to get his hat-trick? No. Didn't even get a brace. Oh, Champions League is here for the first time for AC Milan this season. Should be an easier game against Slavia Praha though. Welcome today to the Sinobo Stadium. Slavia Praha hosting AC Milan in the Champions League group stage. And because I accidentally skipped the teams there like a bit of an idiot, the teams are Vogo is playing in the net with Romagnoli, Mancini and Akanji in the defence. Zobnik is in the holding midfield role with Abdallah, Paqueta, Kessie and Depay in the midfield. Zaniolo is in behind the main striker today, Orson Edouard. It's Slavia Praha to kick us off today. Stand to you, Yusuf. They're in the box now and Vogo has to make a save. Depay tries to head that away, manages it. Only to the edge of the box though, it's in the box. Edouard nods it on. Still has it, in fact. Edouard hurdling a lot of challenges there. Playing a ball up to Akanji, the centre-back now. Akanji, the furthest man forwards, the centre-back. Will he do something with it here? Plays it across, looking for Abdallah. Abdallah shoots first time, and it's saved by Markovic in the net for Slavia Prague. Edouard loses it. Depay is overlapping. Depay is in the ball after a bit of a messy play. Plays across to Zaniolo. That was offside. What am I doing? That was meant to be back to a different player. Oh, dear me. It's all going wrong. It's all going wrong. Nicola Zaniolo puts it back. He's in the box here. Playing across to Paqueta. Swings his foot at it and he's been taken down. I think the ref's called a penalty there. A penalty of all things. Frank Kessié going to go bottom left this time with a bit of power. Hits it hard, buried it in the bottom corner, and that's a good goal by Frank Kessié, putting Milan 1-0 ahead in this Champions League tie. Crosses it, no one really there to stop him. Stanchu knocks it over the Mancini. This is dangerous now, and Vogo forced to make a save, and Vogo needs to dive on that. Milan very, very shaky. AC Milan currently in the lead, not convincingly. They look very, very shaky at times. Edouard to kick us off in the second half. Milan a bit hoping for, a bit more steady in defence and midfield in this half. Oh god, it's already gone wrong. The passing. Okay, side note. The passing when you play a weaker side is bloody. There's definitely a massive change. Oh god, it's taking someone down. Zaniolo keeps it, plays it out to Abdallah. Abdallah got some space here. Can he do something with it this time? Tries to put it back, just about manages it. Plays it to Zaniolo in the centre. Zaniolo shoots straight against the player. Edouard was offside. Didn't score anyway, it was straight against the goalkeeper. Hellebrand. Yusuf. Tackled by Romagnoli. Bad ball, Hellebrand does a crazy flick that he wouldn't be able to do, and they score. And they score. This game is so good. The speed and movement of that, I'm sorry, but it's Slavia Prague. This is not Barcelona. Helal scores a wonder goal. It wasn't him that scored the wonder goal. It was the player that intercepted the pass and immediately did a crazy flick on. Jovic, Cucurella and Rashica coming on. Zaniolo, Edouard and Abdallah. Can't say Abdallah's played too badly, but we just needed Cucurella there. He's going to help shore up that defence a bit and provide us a little bit more in attack at the moment. He's a bit of a better player. And they've somehow got through. Udman scores offside. I thought it was. Right state here. How have we been broke on from that position? Romagnoli. How's he got that ball? What the hell is going on? Mancini. Get rid of it. Zeleny. Souček. Played in. Hellebrand. Dorley. Hellebrand. He's going to score here. I know it. Fuck off. That ball should not have got in. He struck it with such force and precision that I'm sorry, but that player would not be able to do off balance like that. Rashica, if he doesn't get this ball, Milan are not going to have anything here. I'm pretty sure Jovic was offside. He's been taken down anyway. It's not a goal. Milan lose this opening Champions League game. I have to say it's because of FIFA. It's because of FIFA. Slavia Prague, on the balance of play, did deserve that, but my players are absolutely weakened to the point of ridiculousness there. Milan are going to have to crawl the way out of this group now. Simulation game here versus Sassuolo. Donnarumma, Mancini, Jimenez, Luis Felipe, Tonali, Diatta and Didi, Golovin, Cucurella, Rashica and Jovic start. Let's see what happens in this game. Milan already 3-0 up. At the half-time whistle, 4-0 up now. Sassuolo have a man sent off. Lots of goals going around. Rashica has 2, Jovic has 1 and Mancini has 1. Jimenez now has 1, it's 5. An easy win for Milan. Why couldn't they do this in the Champions League? I bet with the simulation, it would have happened as well. Bringing out an unchanged side for the least game, another simulation. Golovin scores. Very nice. What you love to see early on. Calderoni got a yellow card as well. So, Lees, I don't know what that was for in the same minute, but after the goal. Mancini scores. Very good. Looking like Milan are going to win this game quite comfortably. We're expecting Milan to score one more here. We've got one, it's Diatta. Decent result for Milan again there. The Udinese game, we're playing Donnarumma, Zobnin, Akanji, Romagnoli, Tonali, Depay, Kessié, Paqueta, Abdallah, Zaniolo and Edouard. Hopefully this should be a decent result. Udinese aren't the best team in the league. Cucurella's coming for Abdallah. Lasagna scored a penalty for them. We're going to lose this match. Bernat's come on for Romagnoli. It's a loss for Milan. Oh dear, another loss. Early in this season, not looking good in the league or in the Champions League. Welcome today to the San Siro, where AC Milan host Manchester United. Both of these teams that lost their opening games. AC Milan lost a surprising Result to Slavia Praha, and Manchester United lost to Valencia. AC Milan out today with Donnarumma in the net room and Yola Ruminez and Akanji in the defence. Tonali's in the midfield. Holding role, Cucurella, Golovin and Didi and Diatta in the main midfield, with Jovic in the main striker role and Rashika in just behind. Their opponents today, Manchester United, have Dean Henderson in the net. Across the back four for Manchester United today are Williams, Lindelof, Maguire and Wan-Bissaka in midfield. Szoboszlai, McTominay, Mandragora and Daniel James on the right hand side, with Coutinho in behind the main striker, Anthony Martial. Two very, very good sides. Obviously, Milan won the Champions League last season, but not started out well this season, even with their new signings, maybe even because of them. Into footwork from Coutinho. James knocks it past Cucurella, nodded in by Martial. It's wide into the side netting. With a bad touch, but he keeps it well. Luka Jovic now, advancing. Doesn't know what to do with it, takes it back. Under pressure. Some of the Manchester United players, keeps going back and forth. Williams, he gets through now. Luka Jovic shoots, Henderson saves. The Hungarian player plays it to James, knocks it forward to Coutinho. Coutinho looked like he was on a bit of a break there, but didn't find the right space. James plays it in, headed out by Milan players there. Tomine shoots from the edge of the box and it's only just wide. Out to Daniel James. Martial in the centre looking dangerous. There's Coutinho further back as well. Daniel James holds it up, waits for more players to arrive. Daniel James cuts it back. Wan-Bissaka flicks it on to Coutinho, who's drifted out wide. Wan-Bissaka has it again now. Maybe looking towards James again. Can James get a ball in this time? No, to Coutinho. Wan-Bissaka playing a little triangle on the wing. Wan-Bissaka takes it inside now. What's he going to do with it? Carries it inside. Tonali coming to get it. Wan-Bissaka shoots from the edge of the box, but misses completely. The referee's called half-time. It's 0-0 here at the San Siro. AC Milan not looking like they're going to make it easy for themselves in this Champions League fixture. McTominay. Surely looking for Szoboszlai. Jimenez does well to get back and recover that, but it's still with the Hungarian winger. Played way back to Lindelof for some reason, taking all of the punch out of this attack. Williams plays it back in. McTominay. Oh no! Szoboszlai. Don't know how that got through. It shouldn't have done at all, to be honest. Akanji playing it up to Diatta. Ball hopefully curving in for Milan, and it's gone out. It's gone out. We can never get a bit of luck. Szoboszlai has it on the left. Can he find a ball in here? Completely wrong foot to the Milan defender. Milan end up getting the ball back. Played it down the line for Diatta. McTominay's there, covers well. Kanji. Cross to Jimenez. Sandro Tonali now. Tonali up to Alexander Golovin. Luka Jovic. Milo Rashika. Jovic playing it on to Golovin. Golovin shoots and it's straight at Henderson. That was meant to be the far post. What is happening to this team? Kessié, Luis Felipe and Depay coming on to try and salvage something from this game that's been honestly terrible to play. I don't know what's happened to this game today, but it's just not been a fun one. The Roma game was fine. I don't know what's happened since then. Jimenez gets a foot in and just is completely obstructed. What was that, referee? The player was on the floor kicking at me. They score from this. Another bit of cheating from the game again. Oh, and they've done it. They've scored, haven't they? Donnarumma. Martial. Oh my days. I don't know what to say about that. The only reason I'm letting that stand and I'm not restarting the game is because I can't be asked to record anymore. The movement in the box has been terrible all game. Might be Milan's last opportunity here. Diatta playing it across now. Memphis Depay. Depay shoots. He scores it. Of course he does. Like every shot we've had. And Dan James, of course, he gets them to the end of it. Milan lose 1-0. Disgusted at the game. Disgraceful performance from the players. We're currently 4th place in the Serie A table. And the Champions League is looking like we're not even going to make it out of the group stage. We've lost 2 out of 2 games now. Feels like the whole game is against us. We've only lost both of them by 1 goal in each of them, but it's just not felt right, even slightly. But this has been Smoke Working out with AC Milan beating the best. Episode 16. Today we've not been beating the best, we've been losing to some pretty pathetic teams. But anyway, thank you for watching. And ta-ra.